It's just me and my rich Rami husband, Carl.
Husband? Husband?
That's what they
Wow!
said in chat. That's what they said in chat.
You're getting married already? When's the ceremony? Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going?
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the great outdoors. It is a scorching hot day out here in Utah. It is, oh, actually, it's actually pretty nice outside right now. Never mind. I'm lying. I'm a liar.
It's scorching outside in the alternate Utah in Kagero days.
It is 67 degrees, aka 19 degrees. It's a very chill day for a desert, actually. Wow! Only 2 degrees short. God damn it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everyone's having a great day. Let me know how your day's going. I want to know. Tell me in chat. Strange Wolf, Darsel, Adastra King, Soldier Bear, hello. Robin, hello, everybody. Everyone get comfy. Everyone sit around us, and we laid out a little what do you call it? Blanket in the grass, and we're all gonna sit around it. I hope you packed lunches because we're not providing any food. And we're gonna tell you.
Wait, no food today?
Well, we already ate. We went to the diner. We ate.
That's not what the camp counselor told me.
We're gonna tell you a story about our friend Carl, whose birthday is today, because today is definitely April 19th. This is definitely all happening earlier in the year, and this is all recorded, and me and Fen are just telling you about our vacation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I left Fen on a little emotional cliffhanger last time. Carl got sad and left, and Fen's like, "Wait, we're not gonna go talk to Carl?" And I'm like, "No, we're going to bed."
And then we woke up tired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Left him outside for a whole week. Yeah, you know. Sometimes you just need some alone time, and it's not like it's gonna get rainy or cold out here in the desert. Actually, it's a desert. It gets very cold. But yeah, we're back. We are back once more for Echo. But I have to tell everyone this, since I have been dumb and have been failing to tell you guys this whole week. I am going to be going on a week break next week. So, actually, 2 weeks. Yes. 2-week stream break. Because I am going to go visit my boyfriend, Ryan McBear. So.
Aww.
This will be the last, Echo stream for 2 weeks. I'm going to be going on a little vacation, to visit Ryan. And I will come back, in September. What? You're dating Ryan? Oh my god, did I forget to tell you guys? Oops. It's not like we've gotten so much art together, or have been seen together in public, or made a post on Twitter about it. and
No, all the art you get are for just like, furry Twitter shit.
Yeah.
It's not like.
I'm gonna be honest, I've seen people get some crazy art with people they're not even dating. It's like, oh, okay. Well, there you
Yeah.
guys are on the altar saying I do, but you're not even dating. Okay.
Just like, bros, we're just imagining how it's like if we're dating, we're not actually dating. Like, what?
Oh my gosh. You want Fen to draw you Bara art, Libra? Oh my gosh. Wait, hold up.
Libra, I'm open for commissions.
There was something I was thinking about commissioning you for, Fen, but it was late last night and I was gonna message you, but then I was like, wait, no. And then like, now I'm forgetting.
No,
God
please
damn it.
bring it back. Bring it back. I need rent money. Bring it back.
I was literally like in a daze at sleep, and I'm like, wait, that could be a thing. Fen could commission. Okay, I'll message them.
Bring
in the
it back.
morning.
I need rent.
Well, at least you got Libra.
Aww.
Also, Libra, you changed your name.
Oh yeah.
You're no longer Five Razor. Anyway, this isn't about Libra. This is about Carl.
I was gonna be like, where's the 6 razor? Where's the 7 razor?
Oh my gosh. Rest in peace, Five Razor. Libra has taken their place. I literally had to click on their name and be like, is that Libra? And then I saw a picture of Kobu and I'm like, okay. Yep, that's Libra. What was I thinking of commissioning you for, Fen? It was a thing. The thing. I don't.
It was a thing. Is it thing between you and Ryan?
No. Oh, that's what it was. Cause you have an anime style. Sorry, Fen. Your Asian style is anime to me.
I'm anime.
Listen. Hold up. Let's pull up the receipts.
I just
Okay.
kind of find it funny. Just like, is that
Okay.
considered an insult or a praise? Actually,
It's just what it is. I'm looking at your fucking header. Look at you standing in the pool of water with the blue sky. Fucking anime is shit.
it's not like we talk about how Blue Sky from Kage Pro has influenced us
Also-
in painting or anything.
Yeah, also like that's incredibly summertime record.
I had a mix between Summertime Record and do you know the Tokyo Ghoul opening where the guy's sitting on the
Oh,
chair in the
yeah.
sky? Yeah, I think that one also influenced me like hard.
I was also gonna say that one world from Kingdom Hearts 3, like
Yes. That too, but that came in like later.
I was thinking of the possibility of making a poster. Because I was like, what if I did monthly anime nights? Like an anime club for the Discord server. And I was like, oh, that'd be cute to get like Fen to commission a poster for that.
That'd be
It's
fun.
like anime night at the national park, and we just sit through an anime series until we finish it. Like we watch a little bit of it each month, and then we finish it. That could be fun. We'll see. We'll see if I hope. What do you guys think? Would you guys be down for an anime night? I think we should start with Odd Taxi. Because it's
Odd Taxi sounds great.
Because it's furry. It's super furry.
I really want to rewatch Odd Taxi again. It's such a fun experience.
It's so fun. look at these homos. There's Ryan. There's the bear I'm visiting next week. Grabs you.
There's the bear you got art for, and like, oh, it's just.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's jump on over to the desert. Let's walk down the hill and go to the desert. Where we have our TV set up, and let's check out what our friend Carl is up to. There we go. I am in the middle of the screen. Let me scooch over. Just... There we go. Down in front. Echo? 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 Why isn't it showing up? Echo.exe. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, what if I... oh, there it is! Okay. Took your sweet-ass time. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even touch it that time.
You know, every Echo stream... It's not an Echo stream if it's not slightly cursed, you know?
Exactly! Wait until we get fully cursed. Just wait until that happens. That's when it's gonna get really fun. Good evening, Astaroth. So, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and we're at Carl's birthday party.
Woo!
But Carl snuck off and disappeared.
Ah, shit.
And we don't know where Carl went. So, let's go find Carl. And you can see everything, right, Fen?
Yeah?
Okay, good.
Yes.
I'm not sure why the deck is the first place I look, but it's where I find him. I watch him through the paneled.
Panel?
Paneled. Oh. Okay.
What's a panel curtains, actually?
Oh, do you not have those? They are like
I think I do, but
straight
I
pieces of plastic that make a curtain. Panel.
Oh.
Curtains. Yeah, they're like around here. They're in like cheap fucking.
Okay, I do. I just wasn't sure what's it called.
Yeah. They're in like cheap apartments. He's sitting on a little swing set facing out towards the glaringly bright desert. There's an empty plate with a fork on it next to him. He's also toying with the lighter Flynn gave him, flipping it open and closed a few times and holding it up to the light. Smoke wafts up from his lips, where I assume he is holding a joint. How the fuck? Does he just have that shit on him at all times? Like a little baggie in his hoodie pocket? God, he probably reeks his fucking pot.
It does feel like that, yeah.
He has little stashes around the house, just in case he needs more, some weed in case of an emergency. He's like, oh shit. And he's like, walks into the living room, flips open a little hidden panel and grabs the little baggie.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like something Carl would do.
Parents find it all over the place. Quietly,
Yeah.
I slide open the glass door and step out into the wooden balcony. The deck is, of course, nice and big, stretching around half the house. I see Carl's long ears twitch at the sound, and he lowers the lighter down into his lap, but doesn't turn around.
Hey.
He does turn around, and then smiles.
Shit. I thought you were Leo or something. Would that have been a bad thing?
I look around, then just decide to sit next to him on the swing.
You just have pulled me back to the party.
I look over at him. He's looking down at his lighter, turning it over in his paws, the hook portions of his fingers making clacking sounds against the metal. Those things always fascinated me. It seems like it should make holding things more difficult, but he manages just fine.
Are you okay?
Carl huffs out a chuckle and leans his head back against the cushioned backing of the seat. I want to point out, they never really draw Carl's hands. It's like, how do we do hoof hands? Well, they look like this. I'm not drawing that.
Just imagining that under Carl's hood, it's just like a human.
No fur, just a human hand.
Yeah. That's a great question. Everyone's always asking me. You just really seem uptight. That's all.
Oh, Carl tight? Carl's demeanor's a lot more relaxed now, obviously. As if to emphasize that thought, he takes another hit off his joint and holds his breath for a moment, and then lets it out. A pungent smell envelops me.
I just don't like being around so many people. You know that. Well, yeah, but you were fine around them these past few days.
Carl rubs his forehead hard with the paw holding the joint, using his palm.
Not the emphasis on hard, just like... Yeah, well, things weren't about me then. Just felt a little bit put on the spot.
He coughs.
That shit just gets me nervous. Like, he'll just hang out and not make it about me.
I don't say anything, annoyed again that I just can't grasp what he means.
Am I making you nervous?
Carl finally does look at me then, his massive horns swaying towards me.
No, you never do, Chase.
Aww. I do look away at that point, almost feeling self-conscious at the way he opened up to me.
And thanks for trying to get me to talk earlier. Just makes me feel guilty though, the way people try and include me in things and then I just disappoint them. But you just don't really force me into shit. Everyone feels like I need to do something. Why can't I just decide that for myself?
I push against the ground, making the swing sway a little, trying to think of the right thing to say.
I mean, it's good to do stuff, right? You can't just sit around doing nothing forever. I guess. It's just that I worry enough about it myself. I don't need it other people doing it for me.
I lean back in the swing for a bit, looking out over the desert.
Man, I'm hungry. Wish I brought more cake with me. Shades gets up and then pull down. Here's some cake.
No, Finn! Ah! Oh my gosh.
Not yet. I could go get you some.
He smirks at me. See, they even hide his fingertips here.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've seen some pictures with like hoof fingers before, and they're wild in their own way. I wouldn't say weird, but it's just like, huh, that could work.
It's weird to imagine it because it's basically just like a fingernail that covers the whole like tip of the finger.
Yeah. You want these fat? Wow.
Oh my god.
Miles, you'll be like screaming at me for making that joke, and then the game dialogue actually just went there for me. You want those fat fetishes? Just feeding me garbage so my moves get bigger?
Oh my god, Carl! Oh, look. He's like into it too. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh my god, I can feel the internet shippers now. You don't have moves. I've felt them. Wow, Chase,
Oh my
what
god.
the fuck, bro? Yeah, can't keep your paws off me. You have a thing for my fat ass.
Oh my god! Why don't I remember him ever saying this? What the fuck? Oh my god, Carl! Why is he like this? Why are you like this?
I can see now why the Dom, Carl, and Chase Hunter on Twitter has been booming.
I look over him as if studying his figure. That's something you never want to hear from someone you're flirting with. Just the, uh-oh.
Just like, looks over from top to bottom and they're like, Hey!
He covers his chest.
Well, I do actually like bigger guys, and there's nothing wrong with extra weight. Especially if it's carried well.
You heard it here first! Chase Hunter likes the big boys! Crazy. It's crazy. He probably saw Leo and was like, oh no, he's gotten bigger. Oh no. Oh no. We don't consider that a win! All of us big boy enjoyers are like, he's not with us. We don't accept Chase as one of our community.
Chase just walks up to you and be like, can I join you guys? Holds up a gun. Just like in your Christmas episode.
It's literally like, some representation isn't a win. We don't accept Chase Hunter as one of our own. He looks at me expectantly.
Which you do? Sweet. You know, you seem like you'd be a pretty dope boyfriend. Just feed me cake all day and then get off on the results.
Oh my fucking Christ! What is this conversation?
You know what, Marsh? It probably was the right choice for you to save this for the next session last time.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Carl is definitely the encourager here, Robin.
Also, is this like Carl like testing Chase to be like, yeah, you'd be a dope boyfriend?
I feel it
Seeing
too.
how
It's
Chase
like,
reacts, like, ooh,
yeah.
ooh, is that a good reaction or a bad reaction? Do I keep pushing this or not?
We're testing the waters real quick.
I'm about to shoot back with something snarky when a stumbling figure catches my eye. Out on the sun-baked asphalt of the road in front of Carl's house, I see a thin figure. A weasel. I think. Running up the road. He stops, panting.
Weasel?
Paws on his knees before he looks over his shoulder again. His whole body slumps, then. Like the air has gone out of him, like he's giving up on something. He turns around to look back up the road. He's far away, but even from here I can tell that he's talking. Carl looks over at my silence, then down at the road where I'm looking.
Is that Duke? Yeah, that's him. It's beyond something. He usually is.
You've lost all gravel from Carl, and now he's just like a deep voice hunk. I like to imagine that he's putting on like his deep voice to try and seduce Chase.
Oh my god.
Like he's like, you'd be a pretty dope boyfriend, huh, Chase? Like his voice like actively shifts.
Just like Carl flirts mode when I just my voice has just been all over the place, but it's like, oh, this work as like he's playing. He's playing. This is his playing voice.
He's high, so he lost all gravel. He's just suave and deep now. Duke finally turns around and starts to cower, his paws up in surrender. His lips are still moving rapidly, reminding me of someone who's trying to say as much as they can before something cuts them off.
What do you think?
I trail off as Duke suddenly whips his head around to look up at us, and starts pointing up at our balcony.
Uh-oh. Let's hope the doors are locked.
Carl's chuckling, obviously finding the whole thing hilarious, but I'm a bit more on edge. I don't really feel like he's high. Duke's movements are a lot more focused, more precise, like he's all there. And for some reason it feels like he's looking directly at me. I furrow my brow, watching as the weasel turns towards us, sticking a foot out to take a step. The sound of the sliding glass door retching open nearly makes me jump out of my skin.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Jenna marches around the swing set to stand in front of us, paws up on her hips.
Oh, what's up, Jenna?
Carl leans back in the swing, elbows over the back, smiling. Fox's eyes narrow as she sees the joint.
Did you forget who this party was for?
Carl shrugs and rubs his forehead again.
Leo, I'm guessing. No. We spent all day yesterday getting this ready for you. Leo especially. Now get back downstairs and have your party.
Wow, Mom! God! What the fuck, Jenna? Carl sits quietly for a moment and then glances at me.
No. No. I don't think I will.
He's not smiling anymore. His face expressionless. Head turned back towards Jenna, but his eyes are wandering off towards the side, looking at the sky.
But why not? Yes. I didn't fucking ask for it.
I pretend to look at my phone. Whoa.
This is when mom is fighting with the older sibling and you're just there in the living room. It's like, shit, what can I do? Okay, I'm gonna be on my phone. I'm gonna be on my phone.
I'm
and
gonna
then mom
walk over
calls...
to the other room.
And then mom says our name and we're like, shit, I'm involved now. Shit, shit, fuck.
Robin, don't move or mom will yell at me. I have to stand as still as possible. You're like, oops.
What? A party? I'm so sorry we were trying to be thoughtful, Carl. Maybe we should just forget you next time, huh?
Holy shit!
God damn. Jenna, it's okay. We're just hanging out.
She ignores me. I see the skin inside Carl's ear and around his nose turning red. Since he was a kid, Carl didn't deal well with conflict, usually running away the first chance he got.
No, this was for Leo. I just don't understand why we couldn't do something that didn't involve. Sorry, Carl, but that's life. Sometimes you just have to come around. Sometimes you have to come out of your room. Sometimes you have to be the center of attention, and sometimes, God forbid, you have to talk to people. Well, whatever I just want to say up and high. Who gives a fuck?
The look on Jenna's face is approaching contempt.
Are you kidding me? This is difficult for you? Jenna?
Again, she ignores me. I might as well be talking to a statue, or maybe I'm the statue that she isn't paying attention to. I feel like something must have happened downstairs. This isn't like her.
You never realize how good you have it, Carl. If you ever had a taste of what I went through.
I can practically feel the heat radiating off of Carl's body. He looks down at his lap.
Are you blaming me for that?
His voice breaks.
We all have our problems. Some easier than others.
Carl glances at her, trying to be angry, but I can tell it's not working.
You don't know what kind of shit I have to deal with. Like being rich. No, it's like myself. How terrible. The one thing you have full control over. I feel like I'm in the episode of like something like trash TV kind where like the girls are fighting and stuff like that. Like, oh, just like you're being bitch.
The girls are fighting!
No! That's so fucking unfair.
The quiver in Carl's voice doesn't exactly sound convincing, and the pot doesn't seem to be helping as I can see his fingers shaking.
Just like life.
Oh my god! Who's gonna throw the first punch? Who's gonna throw the first punch?
I feel like Jenna would be throwing the first punch.
Oh my god, get your dollar store cameras ready. We're about to be on World Star. Carl's face is bewildered.
The fuck did I do, Jenna? Did I say something wrong earlier?
Out of habit, he lifts the joint to his muzzle with his fingers shaking, but then flinches as Jenna steps forward. I guess he thought she was gonna slap him or something, but instead she just reaches forward and plucks the joint out from his grasp, right before flicking it back into his face. It hits his nose and Carl flinches again. Without a word, Jenna spins on her heel and opens the door even harder than she did the first time. I'm stunned. I haven't seen Jenna that angry since she was in middle school, and definitely never at Carl. Carl doesn't say anything, instead rubbing at his nose, leaning back into the seat. The inside of his ears are still flushed a deep red.
Girl, this is equivalent to a punch. Like, Jenna definitely punched first with that move. What the fuck was that? I don't know. Something must have happened. That wasn't Jenna. I'll ask Leo about it later. I didn't do anything, did I?
I shrug. No words coming to mind. We sit there a while, listening to the train horns. Looking down, I see the joints still smoking up from the planks of the floor. Slowly, I lean over and pick it up before holding it out to Carl. He takes it and looks at it for a second, raising his paw. He pauses and takes a drag before flicking it off the side of the balcony. He lets his head sag, his big horns dipping towards the floor as he closes his eyes. Slowly, I put my arm around his shoulder. He leans into me and doesn't pull away.
Aww. We boyfriend needs support. So, it's over with Leo, huh?
Oh my god, he's searching. He's looking for it. He's looking for an end. Oh my god. Oh my god, Ben. Did you see that? Did you see that clip I posted to the group chat of the VTuber listening to the two people on the Valorant call?
Oh yeah,
This is giving. So are you and Peter still together?
And then the clip just cuts off right there. And
No.
we're like, ooh.
No, she was like, the girl on the phone was like, yeah, he's sitting right next to me, actually. Ah!
I love it.
Oh my god, I still think about that clip. This is what that's giving. It's giving like, Carl is. These characters are slipping from my mind. Carl is just like, so it's over with Leo. Like, you two,
Is it?
You two still a thing.
You two still a thing?
Yeah. He wants to know. Carl waves his controller around like it's gonna help him avoid my 3 spike throw, almost knocking over his beer bottle. It hits him anyway, and it gives him a little grunt of annoyance. I grin and consider letting up at him because he's clearly drunk.
Aw. Weed boyfriend. And weed boyfriend is drunk also. Seems that way. He hasn't really talked to me much since I got here.
I'll leave out the part that that's probably my fault. Carl lets out a weird sound as I punch his character as if he were getting punched. Carl lets out a weird sound as I punch his character as if he were the one getting punched instead.
Well, that sucks. Does it suck?
He's looking intently at the screen. Still, I get the feeling that he's not fully paying attention because it's getting easier and easier to nail his character with my combos.
I don't really know yet. It's been 3 years. Maybe it just hasn't kicked in yet? Takes that long to kick in for you, huh? When Tanya dumped me, I felt like I couldn't get out of bed for a week. Oh god.
I remember that back in high school when we were both 16.
16?
A fucking TV show?
I'm sorry, Keelan and Mac has conditioned me with that. Just like, when I hear the number 16, I just hear that song now.
Oh my god!
Didn't she get you into pot? Oh my god, it is Tanya.
Carl lets out a snort again as I flip kick his demon character in the chin.
Yep, and thanks Satan for it. I don't know how else I would have gotten over her.
Why is he thinking Satan? What the fuck is going on here?
Is it because he's a ram?
I don't know. I don't remember this line. This is new to me. Yeah, they're playing fighting games.
They don't say it, but the devil character is definitely either Devil Jin or Akuma. One of them.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, not to be a dick, but you're better for it.
Animal Gladio, welcome in, welcome in. I always want to try and guess what kind of video games these characters are playing, because they reference video games on and off every now and then, and I'm always like, what game was the writer thinking of when they were writing this?
This was during the era of like...
The development of this game started in 2015. The same year the game takes place.
2015.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like Tekken 6 or something, probably. Tekken 7? Oh god. Yeah, it could probably I have 2 of them, I guess. Not a lot of devil characters out there, maybe. There is, but like not in like big fighting games.
Oh, here's another character. He surprises me with a spin kick that sends my Angel Wolf character flying across the screen. I focus back on the game and throw a barrage of punches into his demon character's face, sending blood splashing onto the screen. I think that screams Mortal Kombat. I think the blood screams Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Does Tekken have a lot of blood?
Yeah. No, Tekken doesn't. There's violence, but no blood.
I feel like
I think blood splashing on the screen, it's definitely Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
I feel like they're taking a little bit from Tekken and a little bit from Kombat.
Probably.
You should
I
read
do
BST
remember
and try to
Tekken
figure out
Tag.
what game the Dark Unicorn is based on. Ooh.
Oh. I think there was a Tekken Tag, one of them that has an angel and they have devils in there, so maybe I don't know.
Ah.
Oh? Well, you know, it's just hard to talk to you and Leo when you guys are being all lovey and shit.
No, he's jealous. He's jealous. No, he's probably is true. I feel like Chase and Leo were insufferable together. I feel like they were fucking insufferable. They screamed to me as like that couple that always has their tongues down each other's throat. Especially
Yeah.
Leo. Like, I feel like Chase gets wrapped up into it, but Leo's doing it on purpose. Like, Leo's like, oh, Tula, I need you, and blah.
Car is just sitting in the driver's seat and Flynn's driving, and the back seat is just Chase and Leo just making out.
Practically going at it. Chase and Carl and Flynn are like, so, what'd you have for lunch today? And meanwhile, just aggressive makeout sounds in the back of the car.
And Carl just slowly turns his head towards Flynn with his eyes red, just like, what was that? And Flynn's like, never mind, keep doing you.
His words are mushy, starting to bleed into one another. Oh, I think this is one of my favorite scenes of the route. I think.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm just imagining a plot where it's basically they saw Chase and Leo making out, and then they went back to their own place, and Flynn's like, so, wanna try that out? And Carl's just like,
yeah, Darcel Saber said Carl and Flynn should make out to assert dominance. Oh my gosh. His character throws a flaming spear at my angel, which I easily deflect with my shimmering shield. I extend my wings and swoop in to throw my lightning bolts.
fucking Soul Calibur bullshit right now. I'm not gonna-
This game is like evolving through 5 different fighting games.
Yeah. Well, you know, no one really tried to talk us when No one really tried to talk to us. Oh, okay. Talk to us when we were together. It was like we were making you guys uncomfortable.
I watch as Demon fly in the air, surrounded by a glowing white circle. Looking over, I see Carl frowning.
No, I don't think so.
His demon spreads its own much spikier wings and hovers up from the circle. He reaches up into the sky and a red lightning bolt slams down into my character.
You guys were just kind of self-absorbed, you know? You didn't call me once after you guys started dating. Aww.
Nero's thinking Carl never liked conflict. Sentence carried a lot of weight, and a lot of years behind it. I'm not about to argue with him, though, especially after what happened with Jenna. The lightning bolt was it for my wolf angel, and his demon flies up to the screen and flips us off as winner is displayed.
Well, there was college.
Carl stretches, leaning back into the giant beanbag chair we're sitting on.
I don't remember much of college anymore.
He lays back in the chair and looks over at me.
By the way, I have a job interview on Friday.
My eyes widen.
Don't act so surprised, asshole.
He hangs on to that last word with a lisp.
You're drunk, but that's awesome. Where at? A print shop. Be a production assistant. Oh, that sounds decent. Yeah, parents told me they'd buy me a car if I get to get there. It's in Payton, of course. But anyway, Flynn told me he'd give you a ride to the interview. Since you're here.
He gives me a lazy sidelong glance. Well, I usually wouldn't have an issue with it. The thought of how hard I'd be procrastinating my school project is starting to make my stomach churn. But hey, how often will I get to hang out with Carl when the break is over?
I love to take you.
To the shop, I mean. Shop. That's what I meant.
Just hear Carl answers, be like, good. And then just like...
Oh my gosh!
You know, we were gonna go out and do stuff tomorrow. Why don't we change your look? Get you new clothes or something for your interview?
Carl dress up? Carl playing Dress to Impress on Roblox? Actually, no. Carl would play Dress to Impress on Roblox, and yes, he would be super competitive about it.
I can see it.
Okay. Carl gets really into Dress to Impress, and then he tries his best to convince Flynn to play.
Yes.
Thaz! Thank you for the 25 stream streak. Holy shit.
Hey, yo, let's go.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, you read that. He keeps smiling.
Also, just see Chase is like, it's time for a makeover! Sounds great. So, what's it like? Kissing a dude?
Carl, you mad lad! Guys, I think this is my favorite scene. I want everyone to pay very close attention. If this is the scene I'm thinking of, I love this. No, not the ad break! No.
Looks like it's a perfect time for me to eat my sausage. Oh.
Whoa! You can't just say that after this line.
I can and I will. Carl's cute.
Not Carl being like, what's it like kissing a dude? And Fenn's like, well, time to eat my sausage. Puts on a little bib. Oh my god, Robin! Thank you for the gift sub to I Kissed the Dude. We're gonna wait 40 seconds for this ad to go through.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking I kissed a dude.
I kissed a dude and I liked it.
And I like it.
Oh my god, Robin! Thank you for the gift sub to eating sausage.
Eating sausage! What are these names?
Oh my god. So, what kind of chapstick do you think Carl wears? What do you think the texture of this kiss is gonna taste like? If the answer isn't weed and beer, you're wrong.
It's gonna get one from Hot Topic that's like the edgy flavor is just like satanic bomb or something.
Welcome in. Okay, now we continue with the kissing scene. I let a surprised laugh.
What? You know, is it like more?
He wiggles his paws uselessly in the air.
I don't know.
The curious boy. Pen is just doing it for you. The chubby stoner curious boy that's like, I want to try kissing a dude. Do you want to try?
It really does.
Not me being like, is this doing it for you, Pen?
It's a girl, right? Samantha, right? I think so, but that was like 7th grade. So, was it different?
I laugh at him again.
Pretty sure it's just like kissing a girl, man. I'm sorry, excuse me for a moment.
Oh my god!
I love him! Let me bring up my herbal inhaler real quick. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's not like intentionally doing it, but God, the rest of this man, holy shit!
The Carl Riz! The Carl Riz! Oh my gosh, Fen. Oh
Like,
my gosh.
As he gets up from the bed and leans over to your face, be like, "You sure?" I feel like kissing different species would be even more different.
I love how Carl's putting on the Riz and Chase has negative Riz.
Yeah.
Like, Carl is like, he is like showing
He
his
has made
intentions.
several moves in here.
And Chase
in this
is like,
1 minute.
I don't know, like, like, Chase, you're fumbling so bad right now.
Like, girl, he's asking about your ex. He's talking about the kiss. And he's asking you about the kiss. I'm like, Chase, please. Maybe. I've always sort of wanted to know what it's like, you know?
He says it slowly, deliberately, trying not to trip over his words.
Yeah.
The music stopped. I say it even slower because I think I know what Carl's getting at.
Oh, finally, you know what Carl's getting at. Okay, this scene is gonna fucking send me if he's suddenly like shirtless and shit. But alright. See how guys can be sexy. Carl, are you coming out to me?
He rolls over onto his stomach, facing me fully now.
That's a good question. Maybe we can answer it, you know?
Ah! I'm a little buzzed, but not drunk.
Are you asking if you can kiss me?
He gazes at me lazily through lidded eyes, looking about ready to fall asleep.
Only if you want.
I've been asked to be the experiment of a few guys in the past, in college, and I've always said no. But, Carl?
It's different!
Fen just explodes this option and and clicks this option so fast that it disintegrates.
If you want. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wing, wing, nudge, 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 wing, wing.
Carl's eyes widen slightly. Then he slowly gets to his hands and knees, then crawls towards me. I was going to stand up, but it looks like he wants to do this on the beanbag.
Oh my god! I'm fanning myself real quick. Oh my god!
I lean back in the bag, sinking into it a little more. Carl's knees at my feet, looking unsure.
Is this right? Yeah. Do you want me to step?
Before I know it, he's crawled up on top of me. His presence is heavy and warm, and I lean back, feeling myself get hard despite the awkwardness of it all. He looks down at me, into my eyes, and I feel him blush.
Sorry. Is this okay? Yeah, it's fine.
He leans down, pauses, then leans in all the way, and I feel his soft, wide muzzle against mine. At the same time, I feel one of his paws slide up behind my head. It's different than kissing Leo or Samantha way back in middle school. Carl's muzzle is big and more blunt, his lips softer and malleable. It covers the entire front of my muzzle. His beard tickles my neck and cheeks. I expect him to pull back quickly, but he doesn't, keeping his paw behind my head, pressing deeper into the kisses. His other paw holds onto my upper arm. I open my eyes, and I see that his are closed. He hunches over me, closer, and I feel myself start to respond, reaching up to wrap my arms around his broad back. He huffs in response. I feel his lips part, and his tongue flicks against my lips. I start to open them. That's when I feel the beanbag shift, and Carl slides to the side. Somehow, he manages to slide and fall on the wobbly beanbag, his mouth sliding sloppily off of mine as he slumps down on top of me. I let out a grunt. I let out a grunt as his weight comes to rest on my chest. He chuckles, and I feel the spasms all the way through my own body.
I was so mad that there's no kissing art, but I will take this one. Oops.
I laugh too. I'll wait a while. But he doesn't move.
Carl, you can get off now.
He doesn't say anything. I'm about to say something else when I hear a deep snore right next to my ear.
Carl?
He responds with another guttural snore. I shift under him, for the first time realizing how actually fucking heavy he is. It's not exactly a bad feeling. His presence is enveloping and warm, and the beanbag under me is offering enough cushion so I'm not getting crushed. Snoring isn't bad either. It's almost comforting, as his breath tickles the hairs inside my ear. His belly squishes up against my torso like a warm sandbag. My eyes are heavy, and slowly I wrap my arms around his back. I haven't had someone to sleep with in years, and now I realize how much I miss the feeling. Slowly, dim lights in Carl's room fade out as I fall asleep to his comforting, rhythmic snores. I love this art so much.
It's so fucking cute. I love it too.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
This is prime boyfriend scene right now. And people say Carl's route is boring. I'm like, bruh. Bruh.
Uh-oh. Stop! I heave for breath as I chase TJ down the dusty street, trying not to pop the water balloon that I'm holding with my claws. You always chase me! TJ whining again, but I don't care. He's always the funniest one to hit. His crazy speed made it all the more rewarding. Even though he's a grade lower, he could outrun me easily. I can still keep up with him, though, since he's running around houses and mailboxes. My 4th grade brain is easily able to figure out ways to cut him off. It's not long before I have him backed up against the back of the Benaley's trailer home. He does a stupid dance where he's running back and forth, covering his head. Stop! I stick my tongue to the side of my muzzle, following him back and forth with the balloon I have cocked behind my head.
Hold still!
No! He finally curls up into a ball against the house, crouching in the dirt in his blue swim trunks. I stop.
Well, it's not fun if you're not gonna try to run.
He looks at me, he looks up at me between my fingers. You always throw too hard.
Well, if you...
He suddenly darts to the right, but I'm ready, hurling the balloon right at his back. It doesn't explode, though, instead smacking against his spotted back with a wet splat. He skids to a stop, then immediately bends and scoops up the balloon, grinning at how the tables had turned.
Uh-oh.
I start jogging backwards as TJ heaves back the balloon, but I don't have anything to worry about. In his excitement, he grips the balloon too hard, and I can see how his claws dimple the rubber before it explodes mid-throw. Water showers his head, and dust kicks up as dark spots speckle the ground just like his fur, I think. He gasps the way cats do when they get water on them, and I point and laugh. I can tell he's deciding whether or not to sulk and cry, and I hold my breath, because I don't want the game to end. I think I win him over because he smiles and starts to laugh too. Oh, that always happens to me!
Well, don't hold it so hard.
I wasn't!
Yeah, you were. I saw.
I see TJ's ears perk, and he looks over towards the front of the house.
What?
That's when I hear it too. Doing with those water balloons!
Don't touch me.
I'm not touching you! Just give me the fucking balloons! Clint and Jeremy. Carl must have followed us and they saw him out the window. My gut drops to my feet, and I feel like I'm gonna pee myself. TJ covers his mouth and I see the tears start to brim in his eyes. I think fast.
Go run and get Leo. He can help.
Before I know it, TJ's tearing across the backyards of the houses, up the back block where Leo's filling water balloons. At least that's where I hope he's going. Slowly, I pad around the house, peeking around the corner to the front yard. Carl's standing with his fists clenched, staring hard, trying to look defiant, but I can tell he's terrified. Multicolored water balloons are scattered around his hooves. He must have been carrying them all in his white tank top. He always wore a shirt when he did water games. What's the matter? Oh.
Whoa!
We're not gonna hurt ya. Right. Jeremy laughs stupidly at Clint and bends down to pick up a purple water balloon. Clint starts circling around Carl, and the ram follows him with his muzzle, nostrils flaring. As he's looking the other way, Jeremy throws the water balloon right in Carl's face. Following the smack of rubber on muzzle, the balloon explodes, showering all three of them in water. Carl whimpers and covers his face. I grip the side of the house, knowing I should have done something, but my legs aren't moving.
Leave me alone!
Carl's doing a good job of not crying, but he's about to. Hey, we're just playing. Clint leans down to pick up another water balloon. That's when Carl makes a break for it, dodging around the bent over Clint towards the street. Clint's too fast though, and the ring-tailed cat instantly reaches and catches Carl by one of his horns. He rides him for a second, jumping on Carl's back before using his long tail to trip the ram up. Carl lands on his stomach with a loud grunt as Clint slides on his back, holding onto his horns. Whoa! He stepped on my tail! Clint grabs both of Carl's horns and leans back so far, I think I can hear his spine cracking. Carl screams in pain and reaches for his horns. With his face pointed at the sky, I can see the tears rolling down his face now. The one eye I can see is open wide, and I think he sees me. But still, my legs won't move. Oh, great. Here it comes. I have to do Spanish. Hey! Leo jogs up the street, looking right at Clint. The ringtail sneers, but drops Carl back to the ground and stands up as Leo gets closer. The fuck do you want? Whoa!
Whoa!
Clint's weary, his casual demeanor more tense now than Leo's here. I sigh with relief. Carl sits up and quickly rubs his face before standing up and running back up the street, his hooves clopping loudly all the way. Leo doesn't look at him, his eyes on Clint. I said, what do you want? You no understand? Honestly, Leo might not have understood. He'd only been here less than a year. Still, Leo doesn't say anything, his jaw working, and I wonder if he's imagining chewing on Clint's neck. You're fucking crazy. Let's go, Jeremy. Clint is afraid of Leo. He had left us alone ever since the wolf had moved in, at least for the most part. Even though they're both 13, Leo is a head taller and almost twice as wide. Leave them alone! Clint stops. What? Leave them alone! Forever! Clint was hesitant, obviously not wanting to stay, but unable to leave now that Leo had thrown out a challenge. Not in front of Jeremy.
Oh.
Or what? Or, he thinks for a second, is no good for you. Painful. I hadn't been paying attention to Jeremy, but I see a sudden movement from behind Leo, followed by another smack and a splash. Leo arches his back, hissing at the pain from how hard Jeremy had thrown it. The wolf whirls around, one paw rubbing at his back, as he snarls at Jeremy, who points and laughs. Whoa! Ah!
God damn.
All the slurs today. He doesn't see Clint running at him from behind.
Leo!
I yelp out his name, and he does turn around, only to catch a sucker punch right in the stomach. I hear the thud along with all the air going out of him all the way from here. Leo stumbles back and stops with his paws on his knees, gasping. I wince and cover my eyes, only to pull them back down immediately and see Jeremy leap on Leo from behind, biting his ear. Leo screams in pain, but immediately twists and slams his knee into Jeremy's crotch. Jeremy lets go and lets out his own scream, which Leo puts an end to when he grabs the fox and swings him around by the shirt. Jeremy's forward momentum is brought to a halt as he slams head first into the oak tree. He goes down. Clint's scared, his eyes wide as he looks from Leo to Jeremy to the front door. Leo doesn't give him a chance, though, running forward and hitting him with a tackle that slams them both to the ground. I think I hear Clint start to beg, but Leo's fists start raining down on his face. Now all I hear are crunchy, fleshy thuds as punch after punch hits Clint's face. And I can hear Leo too. Oh god, I'm gonna fuck up the Spanish. ¿Quieres pelear? No me hagas! The sounds Clint makes go from snarling to screaming to gurgling, and I cover my ears because it sounds so terrible. Again, I feel like I should stop this. Leo looks like he's in a trance with how focused he is on hitting Clint. Again, I'm too terrified. I run in the direction Carl went. I need to tell him I'm sorry, that I should have helped him somehow, but that I was so scared. Even though the road doesn't lead to his house, I somehow get there. The sky is red and orange, even though it was noon just a few minutes ago. For some reason, Carl's house is bigger. Much bigger than it should be. The architecture is pointier. Different. I walk around it, slowly looking for Carl. Looking down, I see hoof prints. They're too big to be Carl's, but I follow them anyway. They lead around the back of the house, right up to a wooden set of cellar doors. I reach out to them, even though I feel something terrible welling up inside my stomach. I pull on them, but they're stuck, as if welded shut somehow. A window well next to the doors draws my attention, and I get down onto my knees, then on my stomach, as I look intently through the windows. There are little clear splotches on the glass, little paw prints, breaking through a layer of old dust. Paw prints of children. The room is almost pitch black. The red light behind me illuminates some of the cement ground through the windows. Behind the paw prints, I see something long, spindly, crawl across the ground.
The fuck?
I don't know where I am at first as I open my eyes, but the dimmed Lucha Lobo lamp tells me. Laying there for a while, I realize that Carl's no longer on top of me. My face is a little wet and my nose is stuffy. I look around thinking that Carl probably went back to bed, but no, he's not there either. He must be getting a drink or something? A dull, far-off thud makes me open my eyes again. I think carefully. I listen carefully, starting to worry that the sound is coming from downstairs. Again, I hear it, and it makes me jump this time. Shit. Is it happening again? I hear a voice
Oh no.
coming from the same area, directly below me. It's a lot more muffled, but I can still tell it's a voice, muttering and cursing.
Carl?
My voice sounds weak and warbly in the heavy silence of the dark house. The scuffling sound below me stops for a second, then starts up again, more vigorously now. Slowly, I sit up, listening for the whispering and thumping beneath me. My mind flashes to Duke, the weasel, the weasel's foot forward, his eyes locked on me. Finally, the anxiety gets to me, and I stand up, walking as quietly as I can from the room into the hallway. The kitchen is dark, and I move over to the front door to check and see if it's locked. It is, so I move over to the stairs and look down into the inky blackness, almost afraid to turn on the lights. Nothing jumps out at me when I do. The light is actually making me more afraid, knowing that it will light up anything that's down there. I move down the stairs as quietly as I can, every creaking making my fur bristle. The scraping sound is louder now, and so is the voice. I'm almost positive it's Carl. I can't be sure. I call out his name again, but it's almost a whisper in my throat. I clasp my paws together against my chest, eyes flicking into each doorway as I slowly move down the hall, not wanting Carl to get the jump on me. When I finally get to the crawl space door, I can pick up a rhythmic thumping along with the scrapes and the muttering is much clearer now. Buried inside. Help.
Carl, this isn't funny.
Again, my voice is weak and unconvincing. He probably didn't even hear me. Another thump almost shakes the house and I jump.
Eh.
What the hell is he doing? Is it even Carl? Did whoever is down there murder him and is now in the process of burying his body? The fear is too much, and I know I have to open the door now and put an end to this stupid prank, or I'm gonna call 911 and make everything worse. With each step I take towards the door, it feels like the air gets more electrified, the charge making my fur stand on end all over my body. As soon as I touch the tiny knob to the door and start to pull it open, though, the sound stops. I freeze, sitting hard. I get the feeling that whatever is down there is doing the exact same thing. Then I hear a series of thumps as whatever it is runs at the door. I fall back and get out from shrieking, landing on my ass and scooting backwards with my paws and feet. The door flies open and I'm face to face with a dusty Carl.
Carl, what the fuck?
I scream at him, my chest heaving as I clutch it, like I'm about to have a heart attack. He looks confused, looking around, and back at me, breathing hard himself.
I was just...
I wait, but he doesn't say anything. There's white dust all over his horns and on his shoulders.
Just what?
I yell at him again and he jumps. I feel bad if I wasn't so freaked out.
I sleepwalk sometimes, okay?
I debate whether or not to accept that as an answer, but he looks confused enough that I just might be true.
You scared the shit out of me.
Carl moves out of the crawl space, leaning over to brush his head off.
You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know where it was.
I slowly get to my feet, still breathing heavily.
What is that stuff? What were you doing in there? Just dust. It's dirty down there.
Again, I feel like he's leaving stuff out. I try to look past him into the crawl space, but he closes the door.
Come on. I need a smoke after that.
Carl, it's like 5 in the morning. What the fuck, dude?
It's like, no, you don't. You come back to bed and snuggle.
Whoa! Lunar Booho! Welcome in!
Luna!
Hello! How are you doing? Hello! Welcome in, writers. Welcome in. If you guys don't know, my name is Marshmallow Bear. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I run a campsite. We're not at my campsite right now. We're in the desert because me and my friend Fen, right here, we are playing Echo! Codename Inkwell Ripple Sea. Welcome in, welcome in. Lunar! I hope your stream went amazing. How was it? Welcome in. Whoa. So, I see a couple of you know the VN. This is Echo. This is Fen's first ever playthrough. So, no spoilers, please.
Hi, I just went through Carl's kissing scene and I was dead.
You went straight from kissing scene to whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah.
It was good. Just big
I
yapping.
was...
Oh, you go. Sorry.
I was screaming at how cute everything was, and now this scary scene just happened.
The tonal whiplash. It wouldn't be Echo without it. Yapping and drawing? Hell yeah! What'd you draw? But thank you for bringing your incredible viewers here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Get comfy. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stuff. Hell yeah! That's
Woo!
awesome. Prepping for the next big PMD stream? Hell yeah. We are...
PMD streams that always sounds fun.
Yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is so much fun. We are, just getting back into the spooky scene of Echo. So if you guys aren't good with the horror stuff, it's okay if you have to step out. I understand. But everyone, get comfy, get relaxed, and join us for a nice little VN reading. Rip in peace ads. Okay, I guess. Well.
Aww.
Go get some food, Lunar!
Food. Also, you said ad time, right?
It's an ad. It's 55 seconds. Are
I'm
you
gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eat more of Carl's sausage.
I finished the sausage. I mean, bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well. Well, chat, it's just you and me for the next 20 seconds. Just you and me for 20 seconds. Can we hold out? I don't know. Well, yeah. We are, this might be Fen's first time playing this game, but it's not mine. If you guys want to know how incredibly normal I am about this game, let's check out my save files. I have 84 save files in this game. I am incredibly normal about Echo. I'm not normal. I'm not. This game has taken over my life. This is gonna be my, okay. Full playthroughs of this game. This is gonna be my third or fourth full playthrough of this game. But I've also done other little playthroughs of different routes for streaming that. So, yeah. I love this game. This is brain rot right here. This is just pure brain rot. Listen, streamers. If you want to stream Echo, and you want someone to read it with you, someone who has pretty much a voice for every character in this game, hit me up. I will play through Echo with you. You just gotta let me know. I'm insane. Anyway, Carl's best boy. We love Carl. But yeah, everyone in chat, let me know how your day's going. If you haven't said hello in chat already, I wanna go ahead and say hello. I wanna know how you're doing. Okay, Fen, you can hurry up. Fen! Jennifer! Hurry up, you're keeping the VOD watchers waiting. Oh shit, I need to upload my TJ's route. We need to upload TJ's route. Oh fuck, I have all those. We need to upload that. Oh, that's something I could commission Fen for. Yeah, Carl's waiting, Fen. Wow. You're gonna scare the ram off. I do want everyone, I'll say this again because I said at the beginning of stream, but we do Echo every Saturday. Pretty much every Saturday. But the next 2 Saturdays, the 24th and the 31st, I will not be here. We will start up Echo again on the 7th because I am going on a little vacation trip to see my boyfriend. So I will be gone for those 2 weeks. I'm flying out on the 24th and flying back on the 2nd. So those 2 weeks of stream are gonna be a little vacation. But
he's gonna go kiss the boy.
But I do have a lot of big plans for some big plans. Ooh. Also, that is something else I could commission you for. We need a thumbnail for our Echo VOD.
Oh?
Yeah, we need drawings of us for the Echo VOD. To put on the thumb. That's I was just thinking, I'm like, oh wait, we need art for that.
Ooh?
Yeah. You are not big plans, Robin. You are. I'm sorry, Robin. Wow, I love being on vacation with Ryan. And why is Robin here? What?
Robin just hangs outside the window. It's just like, hey, is this VR chat?
Fen, have you seen Dungeon Meshi?
A little bit of it.
I saw a little TikTok that was like, Fallon's like, I'll be back at 6. I'm going on a date, and Laios is like, oh wait, Fallon said I could come, and oh, shit, I'm forgetting names. She's like, no, you're not coming on our date, and then they're all 3 just sitting there, and she just looks miserable. Her girlfriend and Laios.
I feel like that is such Laios behavior, not gonna lie.
Fallon's just happy that her 2 favorite people are there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
Seriously, dude, let's go. I don't really want to be alone in this house right now. Please.
I look at him, and I can tell he's definitely freaked out. I would be too if I woke up in that crawl space.
Chase turns to Carl and be like, oh, it's okay. You're just having those, like, werewolf dreams, you know? Like...
Oh my gosh. Yeah? What about the werewolf dreams, Fen? Glares at you.
It's okay. Okay, this is me being a werewolf nerd, yes. But I used to run a werewolf forum.
Mhm.
Like, one of the signs that you might be a werewolf is that you get up in the woods naked without knowing where you are and stuff. And it's
Well,
like you just went through like a werewolf transformation and now you've gained consciousness back.
well, yeah, that's obvious though. Like, why are you naked in the woods? Okay, I would be suspecting too. Slowly,
Yeah.
I follow him, looking back at the door before flicking off the light. Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Woo! Aw, that little the song.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to come down?
Carl lays
Are
spread
they
out.
still at the party?
No, they're just in Carl's house.
Okay.
Carl lays spread out in his bed, game controller clutched in both of his paws that are thrown over his head against the pillow. He offers me a glance, but returns back to the game. This time, it's a new-looking open-world fantasy, and honestly, I'd much rather be watching him play it than doing homework. Okay, 2015. It's Skyrim, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like Skyrim.
It's Skyrim.
Yeah. I just don't want to distract you, man. And you know how much help I am.
I frown.
Well, it'd be more for the company than anything. Don't you want to look through the stuff too?
I don't think Carl would be playing Final Fantasy XIV. That's more of a Jenna game. Jenna's the weeb.
And also 14 is like 10 years old from now, so it could also be 14, but I think it's more Skyrim.
Was
With
14
the
on
amount of posters.
Is 14 on console at that point?
I think so.
When I think
so,
14,
yeah.
I think PC, but I don't know.
It's usually PC, but I think they have it available for PS3 for a bit. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Because I know it's on PS4. Me stalking the shelves at the game store, I've seen so many Final Fantasy expansion pack discs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
Well, it'd be more for the oh, that's the same line.
Oh. Carl screws up his muzzle as if contemplating.
I've seen most of it, dude. I wrap half the stuff in there. Well, alright.
I pause, but he doesn't say anything. It's clear he's not interested, so I have no reason to nag him. Still, it sort of hurts my feelings.
Weed boyfriend doesn't want to come along to do my project.
Crying. As I make my way into the basement alone, I realize another reason why I would have appreciated Carl's company. Oh, this house is creepy as fuck! I've always been a bit of a pussy when it comes to scary things. I mean, once after I'd seen a scary movie about possession, I'd been afraid to sleep for weeks, mainly because my nightmares could seem so real. Hey, Tiger King, how's it going? It took almost a month for me to manage it without the lights on, and I was about 18 at the time. And now, I mentally kick myself for remembering that movie while I'm down in Carl's creepy basement alone. Once I get to the crawl space, I do an awkward half run to the flood lamp that probably would have made Carl laugh his ass off. Ugh, the crawl space is really fucking creepy. I imagine Carl sleepwalking down here, which I'm pretty sure is what happened last night. Then waking up alone in the dark. I can understand why he was so freaked out. What are we playing? We're playing Carl. The sight of the plastic tarp at the bottom of the steps brings back memories of the tarantula as well.
Ugh. Shit.
Now I have good reason not to go down there at all. No, I don't know what I saw was, if what I saw was real or was some sort of hypnagogic hallucination that my mind always seems keen to throw at me. I scan the tarp. It's white and clean surface, free of any insects as far as I can tell. I shudder again before making my way slowly down the steps, eyes still darting around.
Come on, you idiot. This is ridiculous.
When I was younger, I used to have a problem where I'd wake up in the middle of the night and see spiders crawling up my walls. I'd scream, and one of my parents would come running in to tell me nothing was there. My dad talked to my psychologist friend, who told him it was normal, though we didn't do anything about it. Over time, the hallucinations stopped. They didn't come back until I took the night shift near my university's campus. After that, I started to get sleep paralysis, and about half the time, spiders were involved. My feet crunched their way across the tarp, back towards the tubs that I know are marked history. I stare at them for a second, remembering that 2 days ago, the tubs have been turned to have their sides facing the entrance up to the crawl space. I clearly remember seeing them that way over Carl's shoulder right before I saw the tarantula. Now they're turned so that their ends are pointing to the front. Frown. But the prickling feeling on my neck doesn't feel good, especially with me being alone down here. So, I shove that to the back of my mind and grab the end of the bottom tub so I can start dragging it back toward the stairs. Sitting down and taking the lids off, I start shifting through the contents. And something isn't right. There are a few empty wrappers lying around among the artifacts, as if someone had unwrapped a few trinkets before taking them. I wonder if Carl decided to take a few things. God knows why he would. I removed those wrappers, 3 in all, and I set them to the side before digging further in. This particular tub has a divider in it. As I start unwrapping things, I realize that one side is for the harder artifacts, like keys or knitting needles. The other is mostly paper items, like photos and documents. On the paper side, I see a thick folder labeled Biography of James Hendricks. My eyes widen. Now that could come in handy. Is this a book, or... As I open it, I find a bunch of loose paper inside. While it's clearly copy paper, it's old enough in its own right. I move back down to the tarp so that I can start spreading the documents out, not wanting to lose anything. I'm breathing heavily at this point, hardly believing my luck. There are hundreds of pages, and I hardly know where to start. After a while, I begin to deduce what this is. Someone's been trying to write a book on James Hendricks. What I can tell, it was Carl's mom, Trisha. Some of the documents were what? Weird. I'm hearing like a buzzing in my headphone.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
It's the game. It's my computer? That's weird. When I mute my computer, I don't hear this, like, sound anymore.
The game's cursed.
That's weird. I don't like that. One second, let me try something.
Okay.
Configurations.
It's gone?
It's a sound effect from the game. Wait, hold up. If I turn this all the way up, can you guys hear it?
Oh, I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, there's like...
What is that?
Maybe it's for the scene?
No, it's been going for a while.
What is that?
Well, I can't turn the sounds all the way down. 1 second.
You want to try restarting the game then?
Yeah, we're gonna start. That is... it was like a dull before, and then it started getting louder and louder. We're gonna save.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's gone. It's gone now. What if I, like, turn the game off? This is... I'm telling you guys, Weird shit's happening.
Uh,
Weird shit is happening.
Remember the end of TJ's route, and then the entire thing was just cursed as if they don't want us finding out.
Okay. It better not be there still. It's there still!
I guess it's in the scene of like the basement for some reason.
Hold up. Coffee Head! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in! Welcome in! Coffee Head, how was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. If you guys don't know, my name is Marshmallow Bears. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and I run a campsite. Welcome in. We're not at the campsite. We're in the middle of a desert because we're playing Echo right now. We're playing Echo with Fen. This is Fen's first time playing the game. So,
Hi.
no spoilers, anyone. But Coffee, what were you playing? You're cleaning up for the mob. Oh. Weird. Crime scene cleaner? Ah, okay.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
thank you for bringing your viewers here today. Everyone, get comfy. We're reading a story today. We're reading a story and we're messing around. Also, the story is fucking haunted because there's a weird buzzing sound that probably shouldn't be there because I've never heard it any other time I've read this route. So, I'm tempted.
Get comfy. We're
I'm-
getting spooky.
Okay, that's Flynn's route. That's Flynn's route. That's Carl's route right here. Back in Carl's route. Carl's route. Carl's route. Oh, that's TJ's route. Okay. That's that one choice. Okay. I think this is the kiss.
Okay.
So if I load this old save, do you think it would reset the data?
It could be, yeah. It's like at one point they play that sound probably.
And it just never went away?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I'm worried about it because it's really bugging me. Let's try loading this old save.
Because for me,
Okay, it's gone.
I don't hear it. Oh my god, the kiss caused it.
Okay. Yep. No. There again. That's weird as
That's
fuck.
wild.
That's weird as
Is it-
fuck.
Go back to the files again, and you just see like file name for sound effect, just like creepy voice.
I hate this. Because it's like, it's just loud enough where it's bugging me.
Aww.
Yeah, but it's going for a bit. Okay, some of the documents were typed out on a typewriter, so this might have been started as far back as the 80s. Getting married, having kids, and running a company probably slowed things down as just a little bit. I grin. Well, it's too bad that this might never see publication. Carl's mom has no idea how she's saved my ass. Top of that, she's got it all organized. One divider indicates James Hendricks, while another marks Emma Hendricks, who I assume is James' wife. A few of them are filled with several names. Marilyn Smith, John Begay, Yanaha Begay, Christopher Leeway. Finally, the last section of the binder is filled with dividers, indicating dates. 1825 to 1852, 1852 to 1875, 1875 to 1878, and 1878 to 1891.
She really got this organized.
I start with that. My fingers shaking a bit with excitement as I start poring over Trisha's meticulous timeline, using my phone to take notes. James was born in 1825 to an immigrant family from Erie. His family faced oppressive prejudice from the day they arrived in the country. Despite this, they managed to make a living, with James' father becoming a plumber, a profession that mainly dealt with lead. Father, Martin, was abusive, even more so than was acceptable for the time, and James suffered greatly. The mysterious death of his 5-year-old sister, Martha, led many of the townspeople to suspect murder on the father's part, but was never proven. James left home at the age of 15. He told his remaining sibling, Jane, that if he were able, he'd find a place for both of them to stay to escape their father. Not much is known about James Hendricks between 1840 and 1849, with Trisha assuming that he simply job hopped around the tri-state area. What is known is that James set out west in 1850 during the gold rush. Luck struck quick, with James finding gold in a quartz deposit in 1852. The first person James confided in about the find was his only friend, John B. Gay. Taking notes, fam? You better be taking notes. John was a native desert fox, and he would go on to become James's business partner. This was a bit of a surprise due to John's many recorded instances of prejudice against the natives. With John's help, James quickly laid claim to the mine before turning it into a business. While Echo was originally a small camp of less than 20 people, it became a mini boom town. Over 2,000 people arrived within the next 3 years. Things went well for James after that. He became rich, built a mansion in Echo, and lived off the mine's seemingly endless flow of gold. He sent Jane, who was married with a large family at that point, a yearly sum of money. Meanwhile, no money was sent to his parents, who were living in deep poverty. Married Emma,
Aw.
a girl half his age, 1860. They had 5 children: James, Thomas, Genevieve, Carol, and Martha. Things changed for James in 1875, though, when he was accused of sodomy with John Begay.
Oh.
The land being lawless at the time, John Begay was hanged by the locals. James was never convicted of the crime, likely because of his strong influence in the town. However, the ostracism grew to be too much, and in 1878, he left his family to live in solitude on the West Coast. He quickly started a moderately successful ice cream business in the 1880s. Quietly.
I was gonna say he wanted to live a quiet life and then had a successful ice cream shop.
It didn't grow into the regional juggernaut it is today until it was taken over by his grandson, Peter. He died there in his villa in 1891 from an unusual insect bite. I rubbed my eyes and checked the time. 3 hours have passed already, and it's late in the afternoon. Apparently, Carl's game is so good that he hasn't even bothered to come down and check on me. I sigh and gather up a few of the items. A pocket watch, what looks like a nugget of gold, and what I think is a stamp with a crest on it. I'll need to take the pictures outside, considering how dim it is down here. It's gone.
Oh. What? The sound effect, it's gone?
Yeah. I go... Oh.
That's wild.
Gone.
That is spooky.
Weird. Game is weird, guys.
Weird thing happening in Echo. Woo!
I wish Echo had a fun value like Undertale. So like, when you start the game, you get a randomly assigned fun value. So like, different things happen and every playthrough.
That'd be wild, yeah.
I lay the
I
items
wish they
down.
have that.
Yeah, I wish that would be cool. That would be a cool little touch of spice to the game. I lay the items down on the adobe sidewalk that leads up to Carl's house. Deciding that it'll make a suitable background, I start taking pictures. Hours after discovery of the binder, I'm still relieved. I was really starting to worry with how little time I had left, but Trisha's research has saved me hours of time. In fact, he'd pretty much laid everything out for me. I nearly jump out of my skin and spin around, still clutching my camera. Behind me, I can see the window still rattling from the force of whatever had knocked on it. It's a basement window. In a window well. So, can't see anything through it. It's too dark. I stare for a while, frowning. What the fuck was Carl doing? Did he go back downstairs and somehow see me through the window and decide to scare me? I slowly gather the artifacts back up and place them in my bag, keeping an eye on the window as I do. If he wanted to pull that shit, then I could play that game too. The only problem is that Carl isn't in the basement.
Oh no.
From what I can gather, it was the window next to the crawl space that was hit. Looking out, I can see the spot where I must have been standing. Chills returned, and I shiver as I move back to the crawl space. It had to have been Carl, though. I don't get why he wouldn't have stayed down here until I came back. I gather everything back up and start to place them back in the tub, in the same order I had taken them out. That's when I noticed something. At the very bottom of the tub, a plastic baggie has been opened, and its contents spilled out. I set down the binder, which I had been about to put away, and reach in, sifting through the spilled papers. They're newspaper clippings from the town of Peyton. They're incredibly old, and I can't imagine this is the best way to preserve them. Either way, the fashion in which they were carelessly spread out across the bottom of the tub makes me wince. I don't remember leaving it this way, and it makes me feel sick that I could have damaged any of it. Slowly, I push all the clippings back into the baggie, making sure to seal it tight after I do. What I can see, nothing's been visibly damaged. I sigh before putting everything back in the tub and shutting it with the lid, making sure it's sealed tight. It's a shame that it's been so difficult for Carl's family to set up this museum. From the looks of it, some of this stuff isn't going to last much longer without proper preservation. Finally, I drag the tubs back and subconsciously take note of exactly how he left them before heading back upstairs. When I get upstairs, though, Carl's asleep. His controller is still above his head, clutched in his paws as if he'd fallen asleep the moment I'd left. On the screen, his character's immobile, standing in the middle of some hut. A single NPC stands in front of him, walking back and forth. Every now and then it stops in front of him, exclaiming, "What are you doing in my hut?" I reach out and place a paw on his shoulder, and he immediately opens his eyes, snorting loudly. He sits up and rubs at his face, snorting again as he breathes deeply.
You know that cute snore when you wake up like a bigger dude? It's just like...
Oh my gosh!
I find it cute sometimes when they are abruptly awakened by that. It's just like, that's quirky.
Oh my gosh.
Did you go downstairs?
I like how you immediately you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then you see Carl sleeping and you're like, oh, that's cute. Like you immediately forget.
Everything's fine now.
Yeah, you immediately forget the creepy shit that just happened. Okay.
Yeah. What happened?
It's almost funny how utterly confused he looks. He's acting, he's doing a damn good job of it.
I heard some noises downstairs. I thought it was you. No, I don't think so. Things were moved around too.
He takes in a deep breath before blowing it out.
I told you, man. This place is haunted. I wasn't joking.
We both look at each other for a moment. Finally, Carl breaks the awkward silence.
So, how'd it go? I for ghosts. It went alright. Just 3 hours and a bunch of research.
He looks at me blearily.
Oh shit, seriously? I was gonna come down after a while, so I just... Sorry. Fell asleep, yeah. Anyway, we were supposed to go out today. Really? Yeah, remember? You said so a few days ago.
Few days? That's yesterday.
I was about to say, is it like yesterday-ish?
Carl looks around.
Well, you wanted to.
I think.
Don't you have an interview tomorrow? Don't remind me.
Carl picks up his controller again and I frowned.
Well, I was thinking we could go out and maybe give you a new look.
Now Carl frowns,
Makeover!
clicking away at the controller.
Like what? Well, your clothes for one. Do you have any dress clothes? You don't? Seriously? Have you ever had an interview before? Well, yeah, it's just that I've, thrown out of them. Uh-huh. Well, we'll definitely need to get you some new, some of those.
I look at his beard thoughtfully.
Maybe we should give you a more clean-cut look?
Carl doesn't say anything, and instead goes on frowning. I put a paw down on his controller, forcing him to pause.
Come on, it could be fun. You can't stay in this house, in this room forever.
He finally does look at me, then his expression kinda sad.
What's wrong?
Carl looks away, and then stands up slowly. Joints pop.
Nothing. If it makes you happy, then why not? This is practically them dating at this point. Great! Just so you know, I'd rather just play some video games with you.
It's tempting. Just watching Carl play is a lot of fun. What with his style and commentary, but this is more important. Carl Twitch streamer AU?
He's so fucking cute. I hate it.
I really want to help him out.
Maybe later tonight. Let's get this done first. So, apparently your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was accused of sodomy.
Wow, that's just one way to open that up, huh?
It's like, what do we talk about rather than game? So apparently, sodomy? What?
Carl looks up from his phone, his muzzle wrinkling.
Yep, with John Begay, who I'm almost positive is related to Jenna, but I'll have to ask her. Are you serious? How did you find that out?
He pauses.
And maybe don't ask Jenna about that. From what I can tell, your mom's trying to write a book.
Carl shakes his head. Strokes his beard.
Oh yeah, she is, isn't she? Well, was more like. I don't think she's worked on it in years. From the looks of it, she started in college. Damn. Well, I do remember her saying it stressed her out a lot. Or that something happened to make her stop.
Carl seems to be thinking.
Actually, I think I remember her talking to my dad about how these old things freak her out or something.
Drugs.
We've always said the house is haunted.
Carl's phone starts buzzing.
And speaking of Jenna, she's calling me.
Carl looks a bit perturbed, but he puts on a cheerful voice as he answers it.
Yo, whole ears. Whale ears.
Ah, that old name. As he listens to her response, I see his smile slowly slide off his face. I can hear the sharp, muffled tones of Jenna's voice, even though he's holding the phone on to the other side of his face.
Jenna is just like yapping on the other end, just like, Carl, you got up. Congratulations. Now, blah, 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 blah. I don't.
I guess she cuts him off because he doesn't finish. The glare.
Here, let me talk to her.
The way Jenna acted yesterday, which isn't like her at all, is giving me a pretty good idea of what she's going off about right now. Carl doesn't give me the phone, though. Instead, just staring out the windshield as we continue on the highway. Finally, he lowers the phone from his ear, then stares at the screen for a while.
She hang up? Yeah, said something about how Leo's depressed now. Us hanging out by ourselves isn't helping things.
Oh, Leo can suck a dick.
Yeah. Leo got his turn, now Carl gets dick sucked, okay?
Oh my god. Ben!
Listen! It's the better!
Jennifer.
Also,
Doodle
hi,
Ben, welcome
Kelvin.
in. I roll my eyes.
I know it's the game's writing, but I thought it's you saying it. I roll my eyes. You know what? Fuck Jenna. She's been on one since Leo's day. Didn't... Huh? She's been on one since Leo's day. Didn't go the way he wanted it to. For some reason, she just wants to blame you. Yeah.
Carl looks out his window, so I can't really gauge the mood he's in.
Listen, let's get something to eat first. I'll buy. No. My parents are rich. I'll pay.
I can't exactly argue with that, so I don't. Also, I don't feel like I can leave it at that, so hesitantly I reach out with a paw and place it on Carl's shoulder.
Seriously, let's have fun today, okay? Forget Jenna.
He looks over at me and gives me a sad smile.
I'm fine, Chase. I just want to get this over with so we could go back and play some games.
I sigh.
Is that all you think about these days? Hey, lots of people play games for a living.
True. Hey, Ryan.
Gee, I wonder who does that.
How goes the go-go? It's going good. There was a mysterious noise the game kept making that we couldn't figure out. I never heard it ever in my playthroughs, so I was really weirded out by it. But it went away, so I guess that's good. Things are going weird in the basement. There was a knock on the basement window, but no one was in the basement.
We thought Carl was in there, but no one was in there. Ooh.
What was the noise? It was like a metallic, like, bzzz. It was like a buzzing. It was like a metallic buzz. Or electronic buzz, that's what I meant. Like it, like... The noise. So yeah. I really don't know if it was intentional or not. But that's what's getting me. Because I haven't heard it before. I don't know.
Name one.
What if I went into the thing? What if I had went into the thing and just put like Ben Werewolfen? What would you have done, Ben? What would you have done?
I would be like, whoa, this game's haunted.
I should have done that. I should have done that. Next time I play this game with someone, I'm changing this to be their name.
That'd be fun. It's like you bring them on, so it's like, hey, you haven't tried Echo before, right? And then in the scene, you just change it to their name.
It'd be like we start with another route, then we finally get the Carls, and I've forgotten about this, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
And then you just act bewildered along with them, just like, whoa, I didn't know the games could do that. Like, whoa.
Fucking Doki Doki'd over here.
Roblo. That's a sport. Game.
I grin as I hear the jokey playfulness back in his voice. Glad I'm able to take his mind off of Jenna for the moment. Oh, and also Jenna's being a bitch still. Actually, is Jenna being a bitch here? I want your take on this, Ben.
I
What do you think
don't
about Jenna's
really-
attitude?
I don't really think she's a bitch. Like she had every right to be mad,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I understand Carl's perspective because like he kind of just didn't want the attention.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had a friend who was mad at me before for like tagging him and then saying happy birthday for everyone to know, and then he DM me in the back just like, hey, maybe next time don't do this, and I'm like, okay, dude, like I felt I was upset, but I understood, but I still was upset.
Mm-hmm.
So I get Jenna. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I can understand Jenna's perspective. I think she's might be going about it in the wrong way, and I do think she is making a little bit of it about herself.
Oh yeah,
Because it's her being like, "We did all of this for you," and Carl's right. No, this wasn't really for Carl. They never asked Carl. This isn't even his birthday. It's a month before his birthday. This
yeah.
really is Leo just trying to come up with things to do,
Do.
and they made it about Carl. And I can understand Carl being like, I don't want this. And Jenna being like, what? We threw you a party. Shouldn't you be happy? It's like, no. No, I just wanted to hang out with everyone. I don't want this to be about me. That's perfectly valid for Carl to say. I can understand Jenna being upset that, Carl is kind of like
I prefer to
stalking
be in the
off.
background.
Yeah,
Kinda.
Carl is stalking off, and like, yeah, their plans are kind of ruined, and that can be upsetting. But still, I feel like they should have at least mentioned something to Carl. Like, yeah, it not being a surprise party sucks then, but it's still gonna be a party. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know. I feel like it's an awkward situation. I can see both people's sides. I do think Jenna going on the attack though is insane.
Yeah, I feel like all the comments that came after were unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of talking about the parties being ruined, she went on about like rich parents and shit like that.
Yeah, it's she's
It's
kind
it's
of she's kind of
yeah,
airing
she
out some
went
dirty laundry.
mhm. She went over the line like a lot. It's
Mhm.
like this is not how it's supposed to go down.
Yeah, she clearly has some pent up aggression towards Carl that she's just kind of freaking out about.
Yeah. And like I get it in a way because like I was responsible for party organizing and like con stuff before, so I get it when party did not go as intended. Could be frustrating because like you have to spend time setting up and all that shit, but
Mhm.
this is just like no,
Yeah.
this is not how you tackle it.
Mhm. Oh,
Ooh. Well, at least that keeps him active. Playing games all day will get you unhealthy.
yeah. Like sitting in a chair and talking to a screen for
Yeah,
3 to 8 hours can fuck you up.
it's like as if somebody said it's called subathon at some point.
Oh my gosh.
That you didn't notice I'm already there. You're not that bad. I swear you're mostly muscle. And I guess I've got nothing to worry about, huh? But you should get out more. Aw. Why? I've got entire worlds in my game.
Oh my god, Carl.
We online game boyfriend is upset. I love him.
Ben. Ben!
What? He wanted to kiss me. Wait, no, Chase, not me. But that's besides the point.
I think his unhealthy coping mechanism of disappearing into fantasy worlds might be might get in the way of your relationship.
Yeah. You're right. Me as I play Final Fantasy 14 and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I don't even get into that level that some people get into. I'm fascinated by those beings, not gonna lie.
Are you tempted? Are you so enthralled by Final Fantasy that you're tempted to not go to a job interview then? I don't think you're that bad.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that bad. Have I ever told you about like actual cafes in 14 before?
Cafes? Like actual functioning
Yeah.
cafes?
Yeah, some people actually got into it so hard that they actually set up menu items and websites for their own cafes in 14.
Whoa.
Because you can have housing and you can decorate it into a cafe, and then when you walk into the cafe, they actually greet you in your whispers. It's like, "Hello, welcome to this place where you blah, 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 blah." I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
"Oh, yeah."
Do you have to pay for the items and everything? It's like do they
Yeah,
hire people to be wait staff?
Yes, they hire them in-game money, but they actually did it.
Do you have to do they that's
Yes.
actually that's kind of cool actually in a way.
Yeah.
The fact that like you have a functioning cafe in the MMO is really cool. And like they have hired staff.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. What about girls?
You guys made out last night. Shut the fuck up, Chase. We're not thinking about girls right now.
They're in games too. Well, you can't exactly touch a boob with your actual paws in the game. I don't know. I swear we got Ria chat. I mean, I swear they've got those in anime land.
There's a Lala that RPs as a piece of a bridge in what? As a piece of a bridge?
You know what a Lalafell is?
Yeah, I know what a Lalafell is.
Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised.
But what do they mean a piece of a bridge?
Well, they have these emotes where people just lie down on the ground.
Uh-huh.
So they go up and they roleplay and they lie on the ground as if they're a bitch.
Lalafells are an interesting group of creatures.
Yeah.
The most I know about them is hearing Jesse Cox talk about them. And he makes TikToks being like, dudes, you have to be a Lalafell. It just makes the game so much better. And he talks about how people like they'll switch to a Lalafell and they'll be like, dude, Jesse, you're right. The game is so much better as a Lalafell.
I would say yes as well, because I usually cutscene cameras or NPCs, when they look at you, they look at like normal eye level. But when you're a Lalafell, they look at you like differently on different angles. It's funny as fuck. You know what I mean. Already done it. Not that great.
Whoa!
You queer or something? Oh.
I say it with a southern accent.
Let's just say, I don't label my sexuality.
Wow!
Carl's a pansexual. Carl's a pansexual.
No fan. He doesn't label his sexuality. You're awful for labeling him.
Aww.
To the corner with you. Grabs you and shoves you in the corner. No Ram boyfriend for a month.
No,
You're literally not getting any Ram boyfriend for 2 weeks. You're literally about to go into
the... A wee boyfriend!
Don't put baby Fen in a corner. I let that sit for a second.
You say, don't put baby fan in the corner. I let that sit for a second. It's okay. Is this keyword allowed? Question mark.
Is it allowed?
Is it the slur? I don't think it is.
I
right?
don't. We're not using it in a slur sense. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think.
Alright.
I feel like I said it before on stream while reading, because
Okay.
I don't know. I just everyone in
That's
chat has to
more
be very cool.
making sure.
Everyone in chat just has to be very cool about this one thing.
That's a pretty queer thing to say.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up, Carl.
Yes, I'm a pretty queer dude then. Is that so? Right. Until I'm able to see my hoofs again, I don't think any girls are gonna be after me.
Carl, shut the fuck up. I'm beating you up.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. Trying to give you a new look, a fresh start. It will boost your confidence and your appeal. You'll have girls and boys after you.
Again, Carl doesn't act very enthused about that. Carl is giving, like... I always read this as, like... I feel like Carl is, like... a little ace. I don't know.
It's either he's ace or he just doesn't wanna like social anxiety kind of thing, but like,
Yeah.
he likes it, but he just doesn't wanna interact with people kind of.
Yeah, it could be either or.
Yeah.
Because it's weird how he's like, he jokes about it so much, and he even like, is like, I want to kiss you, Chase, and it's like, really romantic, but like he jokes about his sexuality, but never wants to actually do sexual stuff. So it's like, what is, interesting.
Could explain the reason why he's on like chats and stuff rather than like actual doing it.
Yeah. Carl's an interesting creature. I tell
He really
myself
is.
it's only because he has to go out. Once we get there, I'm sure he'll cheer up. I swear, every store in Peyton Mall is dark and covered in neon. Carl stands there awkwardly, looking around as if unsure of what to do. I'm getting... When I hear the song, I'm getting X and Y, I don't know if I'm far off, but that's what it's feeling to me.
So, what kind of look do you want to go for?
Also, welcome to Spencer's. Then, there's dildos in the back.
Is it Mark and Spencer or is it just Spencer?
No, Spencer's is like kind of like Hot Topic, but in the back of the store they have sex toys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Carl looks at me like I'm crazy.
Seriously? Dude, I have no idea. You brought me here. Just work with this for the next hour, and I promise we can go to the game store next. Oh my god.
We can go to GameStop afterwards, Carl. Carl makes a big show of sighing, but I assume that the twitch in his ears indicates that he'd like that a lot.
Aww. Well, it's just dress clothes, so it shouldn't be that big a deal.
Carl's getting all insecure the way he did during the surprise birthday party. Kinda cute. What's a Spencer? Like I said before, it's think Hot Topic, but in the back of the store in a secluded section there's sex toys. It's called Spencer's Gifts, and they're very they have a lot of inappropriate stuff. Yeah, only in America. It's kind of cute. Carl? Chase? Are you ready to meet the next route character?
I was like, did you just give Janice voice? And I'm like, is Janice here?
No, I'm going for a more I'm trying to do excited like Carl, Chase. Like
Ah, okay.
The voice
All right,
coming
let's
from
see who
behind
this
me
is.
and Carl smiles over my shoulder before I turn around. The voice comes from behind me and Carl smiles over my shoulder before I turn around.
Raven?
The black and
I
white
like
two-toned
him.
husky is just a few feet behind me, grinning. It's Raven! How long's it been?
Too long, man. What are you doing here?
Family moved back after Dad got fired. Now I work here. I could ask the same about you, Chase.
Oh, she's on spring break right now. You work in the clothing store now?
Raven laughs. No, I'm a store down. I work at Game Central. Carl perks up at that. What is that hair? I might be nice to Raven. Be nice to him. He has puppy doggy.
I feel like that hair just got copy pasted down. Not gonna lie.
So, you're still in school, huh? Well, it's great to see you. Raven's accent is only slightly detectable now. The only noticeable foreign thing about him being his name. So, what are you guys doing here? Getting close?
Yeah, for Carl actually. He has an interview tomorrow.
For some reason, Carl ducks his head at that, and through his ears, I can see him blush deeply. Oh, really? It's about time.
I have had a job before.
So, what kind of look are you going for? When Carl doesn't answer, I speak up.
Chase be like, well, we're gonna get him some shoes. We're gonna get him some necklace. We're gonna... That's what we were trying to figure out just now, actually.
My favorite Echo character, Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Oh my god. Also, what do they mean Raven is a foreign name? I feel like Raven's a pretty, like, common English name. Like, you don't hear it a lot, but, like, Raven is, like, yeah, I can see an English person, like, having that name. Like an American, you know? That's so Raven.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to say, like, if anything, I've heard of the show named That's So Raven before, so...
Carl shrinks further into himself, his hat seeming to fall further over his eyes.
Dude, it's just dress clothes, really.
I love Raven so much. But dude, you need to stop working out your neck. It's like... It's...
Go to a salon, trim your neck floof really quickly, please.
Well, I think you should get a red tie, at least. It might get well with your eyes. And maybe trim the beard.
Since when are you a fashionista? Come on, Carl. Let's at least try it out.
Carl sighs, rubbing his forehead.
Okay, fine. But only because Chase said so. But only as long as we're out of here in the next hour.
Ben, artist to artist.
Let's...
Ben,
Yeah.
artist to artist. I'm looking more at Raven, and I'm noticing some things.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Raven. This...
Oh, don't worry, honey. I have noticed so many things as he pops in.
What is going on with this? What is going on with this vest? Why is this shoulder higher up than this shoulder?
Yeah.
I want to take his sprite and flip it.
That lighting on the pants area looks horrible.
Raven, I love you so much. You're a baby. I give you a pat on the head. But oh my god, honey. Like, I love this character. Most people hate him, but I love him. But honey.
It's like when Carl says, "Since when are you the fashionista?" I felt that.
Look at his eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not even. Excuse me.
I'm losing my mind. I love this game so much. It's special. It holds a special place in my heart. I can forgive it. I forgive it. I
love that you're just making dying laughter sounds behind your mic as you say that.
My Echo review. Presentation. Oh my god, nothing matches at all. Everyone looks like they're from different games. It's perfect. 1 billion out of 10. This character doesn't
Your
look
rating is oh my god out of 10. And that's a 10.
He looks like he's from a different game.
He does.
Why does his arm do this? I love him. I love him so much. He is my precious child. Anyway. Hey, I gotta get back to work, but I'll be free in about an hour. Let's catch up.
Oh my god.
I wave at Raven, then turn to Carl.
Oh, that was nice. Oh my god, Chase said that like how the mom just brought him back for clothes shopping and then ran into a friend. Oh, that was lovely. That was your friend? Oh, that was your friend from high school,
Judging Carl say some friends hard.
Well, that was nice. Didn't think I'd ever see him again. Me neither, actually. I'll have to hang out with him more. I mean, I like Flynn. Having to put up with him just to get a ride to the store isn't always worth it. Well, anyway, if you want to get out of here in an hour, then we should probably get started.
Robin is right. Who the fuck buys interview clothes at a Spencer's? The process is a lot less painful than Carl makes it out to be. Enough, we're on our way to the food court. Carl carrying a bag way too big for its contents inside. We meet Raven again, and once we get our food, he suggests we eat outside. Welcome to America.
Why are you eating in the parking lot?
I look at my full combo meal from Carl's small, tiny container of tater tots.
Oh my god. You not hungry?
Carl just shrugs and grins at me.
Yeah, you just don't know the days of the fatty.
Go on. Tell us, Carl.
Huh? We're judged all the time, especially when we're eating.
He delicately bites a tater tot in half before adopting a sarcastic tone.
Ew, gross. Of course he's eating. That seems kind of unfair. See? Raven thinks so too.
The husky, in the middle of a huge bite of a Subway sandwich, has his eyes on Carl. He swallows before speaking. Are they allowed to just say Subway in this?
I was gonna say, is that like brand shit?
I guess the game is free, so...
Is Subway considered like a generic term for like sub sandwich now instead of like the brand?
I think we just say sub sandwich, not Subway. Because it's a submarine sandwich. It's not capitalized, so it's not the store. Yeah, but it should just be sub sand. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, but like, no one ever says Subway sandwich, right?
Yeah, unless you're
Like-
eating at Subway.
Mm.
I can see that. I can see that you're self-deprecating as ever.
You know me.
So, Chase, are you still dating that wolf? Leon Kennedy? And Chase like, no, that's a video game, Raven. Oh, okay, I get it. I
Yeah.
got confused.
I must have been confusing it when Carl was playing it. Leo. And no.
His face is unmelted. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ignore the sidelong glance I get from Carl. Ah, sorry about that. You two were really cute together. It's hard to know what to say when people comment on your relationship. If someone isn't homophobic, gay relationships are usually cute or adorable. Or maybe it was just the size difference. But seriously, I've always wanted to date an otter.
Whoa! 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 Too fast, my boy.
So, Chase, you free?
You free now? Now that you're not dating Leon? Oh, really?
Yeah, they're adorable.
Swimming clowns.
Swimming clowns.
Do tell.
Raven picks up my sarcastic tone right away, but it doesn't seem to faze him. Oh, yeah. You know what they say about otters and blowjobs.
Whoa, 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 hold up.
Carl almost chokes on his last tater tot.
The hell, Raven? You barely know him and you're saying that shit.
Ragnar! Welcome in. How you doing, Ragnar?
Hi, Ragnar.
Carl's laughing though. I'm sure to keep my face I'm sure to keep my face passive.
Oh. What did they say about otters and blowjobs?
Raven laughs. You know, I never have to come up for air. 10 minutes non-stop.
My God.
Raven giggles, then makes a visible effort to keep a straight face. Sorry. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's just one of those jokes I always hear.
You can imagine I do too. And it's 8 minutes, by the way.
Psh, I take that too.
Oh my God. Oh, this just reminds me of my like first experience with the fucking dating app. It's like I met this guy and then I sent him a picture and he says I'm cute and then like okay, we agree to meet and then meet up
Then?
with him and the first line he said was you're a nerd and I'm like that I get it that he wants to be like saying it's like jokingly cute in a way, but like no. This is done. Like no. You don't even know me and the first line you said is that I'm a nerd and I'm like, nah, this is not working out. Bye.
Carl crumples up a straw wrapper and flicks it off Raven's bluish looking nose. To which he simply
Get him,
smiles.
Carl!
Carl
Get
stands
him!
up.
Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. Raven, don't be a dick.
I'm not! We both watch Carl amble off before Raven turns back to me, the dopey smile back on his face. Oh, how long are you gonna be here, Chase? We need to catch up. I wonder what catching up means when our biggest interaction up until this point was dissecting a shark in high school biology.
Sunday. School starts up again on Monday.
Despite having a head start in the project thanks to Carl's mom, I still get a nervous twinge in my stomach. I still have a lot left to do. Voiceovers, B-rolls, and oh god, editing! We should hang out. His adorable excitement is barely contained, and I'm pretty sure I can hear the thumping of his tail against the curb we're sitting on. He is such a fucking idiot. I love him.
Yeah.
There is not a thought in Raven's head whatsoever.
Yeah.
Despite my earlier offense at his stereotyping of otters, I'm reminded of how much worse dogs get it. They're not common in Echo, or on this side of the world, for that matter. So, dogs are like European, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Which is a really cool way to do it, I think, because a big thing in, like, furry worlds is you gotta think, like, how do dog breeds work? Because dogs are a human invention descended from wolves, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how did all the dog breeds happen? And making it be like, oh, like, European, like, different families and that, selective breeding and arranged marriages and that would make different breeds. It's a cool idea. I've thought about that a lot for my own stuff too, and that's pretty much the same kind of thought process I have. Is just like, dogs happen because arranged marriage and that stuff in different parts of the world. It's something furries gotta think about. While otters are thought of as entertainers, I feel like it's better than dealing with being seen as a simpleton.
So, the main reason I'm here is to do a new segment on Echo for class.
Oh, is it gonna be on TV? I laugh.
No, I mean, maybe I could get it into rotation on the college TV station. But otherwise, no.
Well, that's still pretty cool.
But my point is that it's kind of boring.
What? Is it just a bunch of writing, or?
Mostly going through old stuff. Car's family saved a bunch of artifacts from the old days.
Whoa! So you're like, actually touching the old stuff? Dude!
He doesn't have a thought in his brain.
Then?
Oh, sorry. I thought this was your line for a second. I'm dumb. My bad. Yeah, that's kind of a weird way to put it, but yeah.
It sounds awesome! His outgoing nature is kind of infectious, and I smile.
Well, if you're really interested, I wouldn't mind having some help.
That's great! I have the next 2 days off! Convenient, right?
Cool. We'll ask Carl when he gets back.
It takes a while for the ram to return, but when he does, he seems a bit reluctant to agree to the idea, which kind of surprises me. But eventually we convince him, and we make plans for Raven to come over the next day. As we're heading back to the car, I nudge Carl, forcing him into a slight stumble.
What's up? What do you mean?
I try to keep my tone light.
You seem a bit down. Actually, you have all day.
Carl shrugs. I nudge him again, and he giggles.
I don't know. It's just awkward coming out here and having you two just examine me like that.
Wrong. I thought you liked being examined and touched and stuff. Carl, talk about it all the time.
Aww. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. It just kind of feels weird, that's all.
I stay silent for a moment, wondering if I made the right decision in doing all this.
Well, I'm just trying to help you out, you know? I know, bro. It's cool. Seriously, I've been thinking. Oh no. Your main problem is worrying about going out in public, like social anxiety. Whoa. Now you're sounding like Jenna.
We get to my car, and he smiles at me over the roof while I unlock the doors. I feel like we can
I
break.
feel like
Oh, that's you.
I feel like if we can break through that, it'll help you about a bunch.
I break eye contact as we both slide into our respective seats.
And I think this job would be a huge part of that. So I really want you to get it.
As I lean to the side to pull out my seatbelt, I feel something soft and warm pressed to my cheek. It only lasts for a second, and it's gone. I look over at Carl, but he's looking out the window.
Did you just kiss me? Yeah, bro. Are you high? No. I mean, maybe.
He giggles.
So, yes.
Slowly, I pull out of the parking space. If he hadn't made a move on me last night, I might have been a little more shocked.
Where the hell did you get high anyway? Alley behind the mall, of course. Charming. Yeah, pretty sure I've got a few needles stuck in my hooves. Whoa!
We drive in silence for a while, Carl looking out the desert scenery while I squint out the windshield, trying to see through the hazy orange sky.
I didn't mean that, by the way. What? Just... thanks. Sure.
I don't know what else to say. So I leave it at that. We drive along, pleasant. Carl still seems a little sad, and I can't pinpoint why. I'm hoping that it's just a phase. That, by the time this interview is over, he'll be able to get past his anxiety, and finally be done feeling like a failure at everything.
Okay, like... TJ Rao doesn't have much, like, affection and all that because it's TJ. But, like, oh my god, I'm falling for Carl so hard.
Well, here's the horrors. I wake up to the feeling of a familiar numbing heaviness in my body. I try to move, tugging at what feels like a massive weight on my arms and legs, but all I can manage is to wiggle my fingers. It feels like someone's pressing down on my chest, trying to suffocate me. And something's in the room with me. I can't help myself, I open my eyes.
Whoa.
A blood-red glow fills Carl's room, as if from a nightlight covered in blood. The sight would have made me whimper if I was able to make any kind of sound. My eyes flick around the room. It looks strangely empty, a lot more empty than I remember it, as if Carl is in the middle of a move, and he'd packed up all of his toys and decorations. In fact, the only thing I recognize in his room is his bed, the blankets tossed back and empty. I'm alone.
Ah!
I hear a chuckle right next to my ear, and it's straight out of a horror movie. Whatever it is, it's right out of my line of sight, and I can't turn my head to see what it is. My heartbeat picks up and decide to close my eyes, knowing that nothing good will come out of opening them. It breathes heavily in my ear for a while, then stops. The weight lifts off my body, and I feel its presence leave. I sit up, open my eyes again, and sigh with relief. Then I realize the room is still empty. And so is Carl's bed. Die! Something
What?
yanks me out of bed, and suddenly I'm being pulled by both feet down the hallway. Down the stairs.
Whoa!
Down the
Whoa!
basement. Towards the
Whoa!
crawl space. Into darkness. Furry legs crawl over my body and pinpricks pierce every inch of my flesh. I'd give anything to be able to scream right now. I gasp, jolt out of the paralysis. I wait a good 10 seconds before I'm convinced that I'm really out of it. Carl snoring loudly in his bed, one arm dangling over the side, while his belly rises and falls. I sit up and rub my face, wondering how the hell I'm going to get back to sleep after that.
Me too, Chase. What the fuck?
Friday.
Friday.
Do you want to end it there or keep going a little bit? Because this could be a good spot to end.
I'm down for either, yeah.
We have about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Ugh, I hate the random bits of horror. Just give me the trauma without the psychosis. This is all psychosis, honey. Welcome to the horrors beyond human comprehension. Hey, is this useful? I'll look over at Raven as he holds up what looks like a porcelain canine doll of some kind.
Maybe? Again, just set aside the stuff you think might be interesting enough for me to take pictures of.
Okay. He puts it to the side and starts digging through the tub rather carelessly. Again. I sigh and turn back to the binder. I really wish Carl had agreed to come down. Again, he declined to help me even after Raven arrived. But now I guess I have my answer as to why. More stuff is missing from the tubs, and I know it can't be anyone else except Carl. The containers were turned the opposite way when I got down to the crawl space earlier this morning. On top of that, there were 2 more loose wrappers in the tub along with... I traced a paw up the torn edges of a missing page in the John Begay section. Question, of course, is why he would be doing this. There's absolutely no reason for it, and the bizarreness of the situation makes it pretty much impossible for me to confront him on it. It's his house, after all, though if he didn't want me going through it, why would he have shown it to me in the first place? And he isn't even trying to cover his tracks. In fact, I practically caught him in the act just a few nights ago. He must know now that I'd be able to put it together pretty quick. I closed the binder, deciding that this will be the last time I'll be going through this stuff. Carl doesn't want me digging up info on his family history, then I'm not going to pry any further. Hey, look at this! Raven holds up a wooden train. Man, this was probably the shit back in the day. I sigh.
Probably.
My phone buzzes. I take it out, my notification telling me I have a text from Leo. Meet me at the diner for lunch. Just you.
Oh.
For a moment, I feel a pang of guilt. He told me how excited he was to hang out with me this weekend, yet I spent almost all my time here with Carl. Though, from what I've gathered in text, Leo's been spending most of his time with TJ and Jenna since the Lynx is apparently still feeling down. At least he had that to keep him occupied. Met me.
I saw that too. I was like, met me.
My excuse that Carl has all the info I need for my project made my decision to spend most of my time with him a little less weird.
What time? What do you mean by just me?
I hate Chase's ultra realistic hand. If you look very closely when Chase pulls down his phone, you can see Chase's ultra realistic face in the phone screen. It's awful. Watch. You can see the reflection of his eyes and nose.
Oh my god. Hey Rave, I'm gonna go out to meet with some friends. Could you please keep Carl company?
Oh, okay, sure. Raven seems busy pushing the train across the ground while attaching more cars.
And make sure you keep that together. I want to get a picture of it later.
No! Need to talk in privato. I sigh and put my phone away, patting my pocket for my keys as I head up the crawl space steps. Leo waves at me as I walk into the diner. I'm surprised to see that the diner is completely empty. There's almost always someone in here. Something else is amiss, too, and I don't notice it until I've sat down across from the wolf. It's eerily quiet. The unusual rockabilly tracks aren't playing from the jukebox. Hey!
Hey man, what's up?
The atmosphere is unreasonably awkward, and I blame most of that on the strange state of the diner. So apparently we have to go up to the counter to order. Janice isn't here.
Okay, before I continue, I'd just like to point out this is like the prime ex-boyfriend jealousy pose in front of everything here. It's like I felt it the minute he shows up. I'm like, he's jealous. Fucking jealous. Right now. Oh, why's that?
Leo shrugs as he sips on a milkshake. Don't know. Dick, I guess. It's then that I remember the story Flynn had told us about Janice and her incident. Though, I'm not going to bring that up because I'm sure that's what Leo is thinking as well.
Well, I'm not really hungry anyway. What was it that you wanted to talk about?
Leo swallows slowly, then looks down at the table. So, you probably know that this whole thing didn't go as I'd planned. I look at the collection of condensation on his glass before I speak up.
Yeah, sort of.
Leo frowns, as if he'd hoped I would have tried to deny it. Well, it's mostly my fault. I should have done a better job at resolving shit. Now I frown.
Hey.
I wait until he takes his eyes off the table to look at me.
You know, you're not our big brother anymore.
He looks back down at the table.
We're adults, believe it or not. We make our own decisions now. Everything we're doing right now is our decision. Our fault, not yours.
Leo's eyes get shiny, but he smiles. Yeah, I guess you're right. Guess I just want to go back is all.
Hey, we're still young. You're talking like my grandpa.
Leo laughs and leans back. Mine too. Leo jerks his head as if he just remembered something. So, what the hell happened between Jenna and Carl?
I was actually hoping you could have told me that. I have no idea.
She keeps going on about him not participating. I told her it's fine, but she can't seem to let it go.
Huh. Yeah, well, it's really weighing on Carl, I think.
Leo swigs his milkshake, foregoing the straw. He wipes away the cream from his muzzle as he brings it back down on the table with some resolve. Well, I'm not letting it end like this.
Let what end like this?
A group!
What?
You realize that this might be the last time we're all together. That sentence immediately forms a lump in my throat.
Yeah.
So, I'm not letting it end like this. Lynn pissed at TJ, Jenna pissed at Carl, you and me. He lets that hang, and when I don't say anything, he coughs. So, I planned something.
What?
His hesitant tone is making me nervous. He looks me in the eye and squares his shoulder. We're going to the lake. Tomorrow. He lets that sink in as I turn his words over in my head. I had suspected that this was what he was getting at. I consider my words for a moment, not wanting to say the wrong thing.
I don't know if that's...
Leo puts up a paw. I've thought this over really hard, Chase. That day happened to Sydney. It fucked us all up. Changed us all. For the better, either. Took something from us. Leo pauses, looking to the side as if searching for words. Lynn. He was his best friend. Carl, he's been depressed ever since. I feel the need to speak up.
I don't know if you can pin all of that on what happened. Maybe we would have had turned out the same.
Presses on. DJ, he saw Sydney die. Saw him drown. Can you imagine that at 8 years old? And Jenna, has she even been happy since? I shake my head.
I always felt like that experience helped her in a weird way. She decided to go to school, leave Echo.
He doesn't seem to be listening to me. And you, I love you, but you did change that day. It happened. You're practically a different person. I don't have anything to say to that. And me, His voice catches in his throat. I close my eyes.
Leo.
I was supposed to be watching all of you. I was supposed to take care of. Leo stops talking, and I keep my eyes on the table when he grabs one of the brown napkins and wipes his eyes. When he speaks again, his voice is thick and cracks with emotion. His parents never said. They trusted me with Sydney. And I think they blamed me.
No, Leo.
All silent. For a moment, we both sit there and share the feeling of being weighed down by 11 years of baggage. A good 5 minutes goes by. Leo staring out the window. The afternoon sun turns his normally red fur almost orange. We can't do this anymore. And this might be our last chance to find some kind of closure. I took a deep breath, swallowing past the lump.
Okay.
He looks up at me, relief all over his face. So you'll go? I smile reassuringly at him.
Of course. Have you told anyone else?
Lowers his ears.
Oh, God. You going to tell them?
I don't know.
Leo.
He does a signature shrug, paws out. I really don't know how else to get them to go.
Then there's no way this isn't gonna be a disaster.
Hey, we gotta try.
I guess.
So, can you bring Carl with you? Think for a moment.
Oh shit. Har has an interview.
What time?
10, I think.
Well, we'll plan around it. Text me the actual time, okay? Anyway, I invited you out here to talk more talk about more than shitty stuff. What have you been up to past 3 years? And so, we talk for about the next 2 hours, catching up on everything. It feels good, and I regret not spending more time with Leo this past week. As we part in the small parking lot, Leo surprises me with a hug. I have a good feeling about this. It'll be hard, but we'll be better for it. I hug back, hoping with all my heart that he's right.
Aw. What is this picture?
Saturday.
Oh my god.
Okay. There we go. Let's start
Okay.
wrapping up here. It's already Saturday, then.
Yeah, but like... Oh boy.
Also, I want to double check with you. Didn't Carl say his interview was on Friday?
I thought the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? Huh?
Yeah, I swear he said his interview was on Friday. Why is he going
Okay,
on Saturday?
I wasn't tripping.
Because I thought that's why they went shopping on Thursday, so they can get the stuff for Friday.
Yeah, I thought when he said that he has an interview means that they have, like, Chase has to go back to his house real quick because he's gonna be late to
Yeah.
bring him over for the interview.
Well, he's going in on Saturday for his interview on Friday.
Okay.
Okay. Well. Well, then. What do you think?
I love Carl. Carl is so cute.
The
I love
fen.
him.
The fen has fallen for the chubby ram.
I was like, PJ was cute, but like he never made a move or anything and stuff. And I understand because he's kind of straight and he's a Mormon and all that.
Well, no.
But, like-
Sydney's the Mormon.
Okay, oh,
PJ is the Christian.
PJ is the Christian.
Yes.
Okay.
He's kind of a non-denominational Christian. Kind of Christian.
Okay. But like, Carl is like, you want a kiss? I'm like, yes. Yes, please. Yes. I love him.
Now, I want you to remember one thing, Fen. Remember, all of the other routes have multiple routes.
Hmm.
So I want you to keep that in mind every time you pick a decision.
Oh, the one where I said that he's a problem, kind of.
Yeah, because any one of the decisions can be the one that changes whether you get the good ending or bad ending.
Oh.
So remember, Brewer Canis, welcome in, welcome in! Oh no, we were gonna stop! Ah!
The oops.
No! Gosh dang it. Brewer Canis, welcome in, welcome in! How was your stream? Welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't know, my name is Marshmallow Bears. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I run a campsite. We're not at my campsite right now. We're in the desert, playing Echo. We've just finished up our session for today, and we are, about to go right into somebody. Jasper, welcome in, welcome in! Thank you for the follow. Wolf, Demon, Lay, welcome in, welcome in! Brewer, I hope your stream went well. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. I also want, Wyan, can you give Fen a shout out? Give Fen a shout out. Everyone go follow Fen. Fen, are you streaming tonight?
No, not tonight.
Okay. Okay, so we're not rating into Fen. We're not rating into Fen for the second time in a row. So. Let's see. Oh! It is Aster Lyon's birthday today. So we're gonna go raid into
Oh
Aster.
yeah. It is Aster's birthday.
But everyone stick around for a little bit. We'll stick around and talk. We'll talk for a little bit. We'll decompress. I'm so excited you're having a great time with Echo, Fan. It's giving me life to see your reactions.
I enjoyed this a lot. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna say this because I do believe that I would enjoy a lot of visual novels. I just don't have time to just do it.
That's a
but
big,
I would feel like, yeah,
that's a big thing for a lot of people. It really is just reading a book, honestly. The pictures help. They help keep your attention, and so does the music. But it really is just reading a book and sitting down and reading the whole thing. It be hard to work into people's schedule. Honestly, that's why I grabbed you and we're like, we're reading this. Red Command,
like,
thank you. Asteroth, have a good night. What were we saying, Fen?
It's like I want a movie night, but then we have to like, okay, we gotta sit down and then we're gonna watch a movie. Like we gotta sit and watch.
Literally grabbed you and Ron was like, weekly, we're playing Echo. You're in this for the long run. Actually, you told me you wanted to be it for the long run. I was like, do you want to do a route or... Ben's like, I want the experience. And I'm like, okay, you got it. Trauma.
Woo!
Dumps
Hey, the ram
trauma
kiss
on
is
Ben.
worth it.
Oh my gosh.
Totally worth it.
Well, we're gonna go raid Esther, who's playing Final Fantasy right now. The Forbidden Game.
Still find it funny on how your chat, like, if anyone types it, you're banned or something.
No, you just can't type it. It's a banned word. Of course. Thank you for hanging out, Meaty Scales. Everyone, go wish Esther a happy birthday. We are going to do... This is their raid message. This is the raid message. Everyone go wish Esther a big ol' happy birthday. And I will see you all Monday. Because I am streaming with Papa Mutt Monday. And I want to see everyone there. It's going to be a big old fun stream. I'm going to be showing Papa Mutt cryptid videos. Because I fucking love cryptids. And we're going to be watching cryptid TV shows together. It's going to be a great fun time. I can't wait. I'm so excited. See you all there on Monday, everybody. It's going to be Monday at 5 p.m. Central. So have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. If I can find the ending screen. There we go.